Right, hello, my name is Untitled Chapter. If you're new here, please do subscribe, please leave a like and comment. I'll be sure to get back to you. Today we're here with another live from the Indigo Cursed Child. So we're going to go into lots of different moves again, and hopefully you'll be able to do them all by the end of this video, which would be super awesome. So, what should we learn first?
We were working on this one also, that we throw it here into the neck.
Put the finger roll here into the neck pass.
Yeah, I've been practicing on that one. So if I do it with the thumb, the index finger, there is one spot that it goes nice into the neck.
So are you going around either this way here, or are you going the complete opposite and trying to get it to jump on?
It's going to go straight from here to here. So there is one part when it goes around your thumb that when the rope is facing you, you can just let it slide across your arm into your neck. But let me see if I can get my camera up a little bit higher.
Yeah, I'll be able to see a little bit higher then. Good.
But it's like a variation of the move that you were posting me in Messenger like 10 minutes ago. The one that Ken Hill was posting.
Oh, yeah, this. When you catch it, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but then you catch it around your neck instead.
Oh, I get you. I completely get you now. And you kind of like flick it off here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really smart. So we'll work on that. So for those that quite can't see on YouTube, what's happening, okay, is he's doing like a sort of horizontal wrist roll that's happening by the waist here. Oops. But then he's turning his palm up. So if you notice over here how the palm's facing, like the fingers are facing down, yes, what's going on is he's just letting this flick onto the neck, which is obviously a really cool variation on this move. So I like that. That's very cool.
And I think if you do it with enough strength, when it goes around the neck, I think it can twist all the way around and go into your left arm as well.
That'll be a little bit like an angel roll. I've been working on a sort of variation from that, but I haven't quite got it to synchronize over to the other side. So what I'm doing is I'm doing one syncopated wrist roll and then popping that off into an aerial, but my hand needs to be kind of like this and to catch it, and then it will slide down the arm. So that goes like this.
Oh, yeah.
So what's actually happening afterwards is once this, you need to turn. But what's going to go on is this is going to fall round, it's going to wrap around, and then it's going to come down and you're going to catch it here, do you see? So it's very, very difficult move. Very, very difficult, but it's really intricate.
Yeah. And I've been working, yeah, it's very nice. I've been working on many things to catch it in the neck, and I think I can combo a lot of it. So I've also been working on this one. Let me see. That I just make like an upward stall, and then I throw it like that in the neck.
Like that. So
I make like a horizontal aerial to flick it also in the neck.
Yeah.
So it goes up here. Wait, see it. It's up here. And when it's here, I make a flick towards my face.
That's cool, that is. I'll show you a few things that I've been working on. So I've been going into a butterfly into one of these. So do you remember last time when we were working on the 3-section stab moves? So if you remember, there's two ways of doing the butterfly. You can come up. so it's uppercutting you, or you can come down, so it's down cutting your toes. Well, this is where you want to be, okay, is where the rotations are coming down. From here, you're going to take this out and flip, and flick this over here and kind of catch it like this. Do you see? So I'm going one, there. That catch there, you see? So we do the downwards butterfly, and when we're turning it around, and then we can catch. But from here, do you see, we can also go into that free section staff motion we were going on about last time. Trying to think, did you catch my YouTube videos on conects?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Well, there's quite a few different connects that you can do, like from getting them to wrap. So if you try and focus on the one chuck's uppercutting you, okay, and the other chuck's hitting you on top of the head. And what you're then going to do is you're kind of going to dump this stick on this stick, and that is going to cause this roll here. And basically, this is rolling on this part of the stick here. So like I'm kind of throwing it, see there? But you need to make sure both of these are actually spinning like this, but it's just like this. Sometimes it can come up with like a nasty little tangle mess, but 9 times out of 10, you should be able to come out of it.
Yeah.
There is one's uppercutting me, that's in my non-dominant hand. And then the other one that's hitting me on the head is on my dominant hand. And then my dominant hand is going to throw on the other stick. There we go. There it is.
It's like the same when you just do like this, and then you can catch it like this.
Yeah.
It's the same like that, but you don't catch it. You just let it go.
Yeah. All I'm necessarily doing is this. Do you see how I'm kind of dumping here on the stick, right at the top? So as I come in here like this, I'm showing you from the side so you can get a better look, like this, you see? But you need to do that really quick, and this happens here. But it's going to fly down on the floor if you don't kind of catch it underhanded grip over here. So whoosh, and catch it here.
Yeah.
And then you can go into this stuff as well, which is pretty cool. So
it's like a syncopated wrist roll, but on the
chuck. Just around the stick. So instead of like dumping it around your wrist here, you're just going to dump it around the stick. And that all of this stick here and these ones here will interlock, and it will kind of look like a propeller. Whoosh, see?
Yeah. Nice.
And that's pretty.
And you can also move the other chuck. So when it's doing the spin, you can move that one up.
I'm trying to think, is there a way we can catch this into a single free section staff as well? Because I think that would be pretty cool if you could actually catch it. I mean, I can get this lock here where it's kind of locking around my wrist halfway through by intercepting, but can you trying to actually catch it from this rotation as it's rotating and sticking a back grip? It's going to be really complex.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't see a 3-section staff with this because it's always like this.
You're going to have to kind of intercept the rotation, aren't you, and kind of slide your hand in, like, in some sort of way. But I don't quite know how that can actually be done because you can only catch it like this. That's what I'm finding out at the moment. So you'd kind of, once the rotations happened, you catch it like this. But if you were going to kind of intercept it halfway through, maybe you catch this stick. Yeah?
Yeah, you have the one that is uppercutting you. Oh, but it's with the reverse butterfly. So if I do like both uppercuts and I do one wrist roll here, so I have it in the back grip.
Yeah.
And I do the roll like that.
Yeah. I can see how that's gonna happen, yeah. So
now it didn't work, but the first time I did it, it worked. So maybe it's possible to do it like that. And this should slide down, and then you have it here. Yeah, it's definitely possible in some way. But the right angle, the right direction, I've also been working on this one. That's pretty nice when you do like a double saw here,
Yeah.
and then you throw it up a little, and you change which one you get.
Well, I seen some pretty interesting on Drex's channel, Drex Factor Poi, that kind of comes like this. So you kind of store one in front and one behind, and then you can like kind of bring it over. So if you stall like your right hand behind, and then this one in front, and then you push the one that's behind you, you can go straight into this buzzsaw. So instead of like kind of having them here and then having to do a reverse buzzsaw, you can go here and here and then pop this one over, and it's just a standard buzzsaw. I thought that was pretty cool. He done quite a few. I think it was released today. It was a pretty neat tutorial. Because I've never seen this done from behind and to the side. And then it comes here.
Yeah, and then you can switch directions if you want even. Yeah, it's also nice. Yeah,
It's a neat little transition. Sneaky. Because like you could probably stall behind you and stall in front of you, then go into your weaves and then stall behind you and stall in front of you, and then go into your buzzsaw over here as well. So you're kind of doing a weave here, and then you're doing that stall pattern, and then you move over to here and do your buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Multiple ways you can put new moves in.
Yeah. Have you ever tried the buzzsaw stall? So that you're doing the buzzsaw and then you twist them around and then you can reverse the direction. Tangled up.
Cool. Have you actually tried your side butterfly? Very similar to, do you know this? But you're going to stall this one, and then that becomes there, a butterfly. Have you ever gone into this? Because this is a neat little transition. The way I've been trying to work on this probably about 3 months now. So do you know how you can do a butterfly here? Yeah, you can transition to a butterfly up here. So the way I see it, you can kind of get like a 4-petal diamond, but doing it, switching between your butterflies. So there's head there, head there, head there, and head there. So you're working at the bottom, you're in the standard butterfly where they're uppercutting you. And then you turn the one into whoosh, like this. And now do you see how I'm kind of in this side butterfly here? And then we switch it, and now we're up at the top head here. And then we go back down here, and then whoosh, whoosh. It's a very hard transition, but the side, as long as you're going into your buzzsaw, just reverse the direction in your dominant hand and bring it going back the other way, and that will give you a neat little butterfly from the side.
Okay.
But you can also do that, hang on, from here, from the side.
Oh yeah.
By holding like this claw grip at the bottom here.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks very nice. My arms are still confused about doing it.
Yes, you are getting it. You are getting it. Now start again. Just go into standard butterfly. Not butterfly. Standard buzzsaw from the side here. Then your dominant hand, you're going to stall into your belly. So look. So do you see how I stall this dominant hand? Now I'm going to try and hit myself in the face with that, but I'm going to get this rotation here. Yeah. Yeah, you're getting it. Do you see? It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Nice.
Have you tried the under the leg butterfly? This one here. Oh shit. Hang on. Let's go here. Like this. And then you can bounce on the foot, do you see? To come out of it. Here, bounce on the foot, flick underneath. Yeah, so there's multiple ways, even round the back. Look, have you got this one yet?
No, I've tried it a few times, but it's very difficult.
Well, try it. Don't see it as a butterfly. First of all, see it's 2 separate moves. Okay, with the one hand, yeah, the one that's going behind here. So this is my right hand. So this is almost doing an extension. Yeah. But this hand, as I'm holding it at the top, I'm kind of, if you see how I'm holding this at the bottom here, and all I'm doing is kind of doing this oval motion here. So even though it looks like a butterfly, it's actually not. If I show you from the side, that is not a butterfly. There's no X here, okay? It's a trick. Yeah, the only difference is as I'm just going, like I'm kind of doing an oval here, this is doing an extension. And that mixed in looks like a butterfly, but it's not. It's neat like.
Yeah. Like a magic trick.
But yeah, like I like it because like you can come off into your weave. So as kind of you go here, you just stop there for a minute for the crowd. You bring this back, stall, then you're into your weaves. Oh yeah, that thing we were working on last time, look. Do you remember that over the head pass? I've been working also on that because in the last lesson we went into that for roughly about 10 minutes. That one, no, still not. I can't still do that yet. Almost there, like. But yeah, I keep on hitting myself in the face. As I say, it's hit myself in the face probably 3 times then.
Yeah, that will happen because it's a move around your head. So.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Need to wear a helmet.
Definitely. Have you seen? Do you know this? Have you tried doing this? Like almost, like reverse. So you know when you stall, have you tried to flick it down instead of flicking? Yeah. But you can get a neat little. It kind of like dances in the air. Also, do you remember this move that you said you struggled with?
Yeah, I'm still struggling with
that. Well, try and think this like an eagle. Do you know how I separate the sticks here and then they cross in their own line? This moon wave. Yeah. See that like up above. So when I come into this, do you see how I separate them? Now they're able to cross in their own planes. Kind of separate them. Yeah. So when you're here, you separate them here so they're in their own planes, and then they're able to dance in the air.
Oh, yeah, I have to separate.
Yeah. It's that separating of the planes, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Separate. Yeah, I got it a little bit. Now I need more strength. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, from here I also know this one. You can go into a thumb roll very easily from this. When you both hold them in the bottom.
Yeah, I can see where it's going to come off. Yeah. Have you tried this? It might take me a few goes. It's basically a thumb roll into a pinky roll.
No, I can't.
Oh, hang on. So as I come here, I flick it over on my pinky. I'm not that good at it. Honestly, I'm no pro with it. I've probably been working on this probably about 20 minutes in total, but trying to get this here. So you kind of doing this motion. So do you know how you do this thumb roll as it comes from the side here? You're doing exactly the same thing, but in kind of wall plane, sorry, in front of you. So you're kind of going here, and then you kind of flick this thumb underneath and you kind of grab it like this, and then it goes it kind of goes off into this roll here. Have you tried pinky dumps? So stick your pinky out and kind of just get it to roll around your pinky. So very much like syncopated wrist rolls.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I haven't tried a lot with the pinky yet.
So you can switch kind of from the wrist to the pinky.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Or wrist, thumb, pinky. There's multiple ways that you can put these things right. Have you tried? I like to call it like the fuck you roll.
I tried it
like this. Like you mix it with the middle finger, or you can do like double fingers. So like you're sticking those two fingers up. I like the middle finger roll. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I like it too. I want to try it to spin infinitely around the middle finger
Cool.
because I can sometimes I can spin it like this infinitely on my index finger, but that's the only finger that sometimes wants to do it.
Yeah. Well, when you do your finger rolls, try and do this. Look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like in
And
the
what?
lip.
Yeah. So I'm like with your standard finger roll, you keep that finger pretty still. It kind of just tiny. Or it kind of go like this with your wrist and lift it up and down. It's very much like the wheel, the infinite finger spin, bro. But yeah, get literally actually do the infinite finger spin from the wheel is pretty hard. I like just to do it from here.
Ah, okay.
But what's actually happening? If I try and show you closely, I'm kind of like giving it a hand. If you kind of see,
Yeah, I see.
I'm kind of moving from here to here and then back down as I'm rotating.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
see it, but my hand is not working with me.
try going the other way. So do you know how you're kind of going this way? Try going the upper way, bro. So try and get spin to go the other way.
So I spin with the clock.
So right. So if you imagine, right, I'm gonna stick my finger. I'm going from 9 to 12, and then it's rolling. Yeah, so 9 to 12, and then rolling.
Oh, yeah, you go the other way. I was going against the clock.
Yeah, I know.
But it's pretty much the same, I guess. It's the same, but in the other way.
I think that's where you
that needs some practice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the infinite is very, very nice, very fun to do. I was seeing some video of some guy, and he was like just chilling against the wall, and then he was doing like the infinite finger spin.
Jay can do that. Jay can do that. He's really good. Let me just see if I can show you some quickly. I can't minimize it. That's fine. I wonder if I can get this over here. There's a guy which I've been watching that does the infinite finger spin, and he's really good. But there's also guys I've been watching who does lots and lots of really good contact motions. Let's see if I can find it now and project it on the screen like.
Okay.
Might be a few minutes. Right. Let's bring this up. It'll be in my history probably. He does the angel roll. Really cool. If I can't find it here, I'll make a point of sending it you after this.
Okay, because I know Jason, he does a lot of very nice contact stuff.
Yeah, I can't find it. I will give you that after. I'll give you the shoulder coaster now. Because we were going to go into that. Do you remember when I showed you the 3-section staff catch from the shoulder coaster from here? Remember I showed you this last time? And as it comes down, you take this back grip and you got it. But yeah, so the shoulder coaster, if you take one, okay, so I'm going to be using my dominant hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the standard figure 8, okay? And when we're on the side of the shoulder that the chuck is in the arm, we're just going to kind of hop this on top like this. But you kind of want it to be more over here, do you see?
Yeah.
So now I want you to hold this stick on top because we're going to do the simulation motion. Now what I want you to do is I want you to do almost like your backwards elbow in, and that should end up with it on your neck.
Yeah.
That's half of it. Next of all, what you're going to do is you're going to move it to the other stick. And you're going to kind of get this here. Yeah? It's on your shoulder. And then you're going to move your arm down to catch it. So the full motion goes here. Okay? So it goes on your shoulder. You kind of want to aim where you're here, and then elbows back, and let it slide down.
Yeah.
Backwards grip.
So shoulder, take it,
Elbow back.
elbow, take it, and then it's here.
Yep. So eventually, if you can do this, say without having the other hand to simulate, you should be able to go into it with doubles. So as I'm here and I'm just doing just the standard figure 8, yeah, and then I bring it into a shoulder coaster. I'm on my neck now. I'm still doing this standard figure 8. I'm going to stop for a moment and I'll let this slide down. And to see how my hand is upside down, as this slides down, we'll go into this hand here. Okay, so you could do any move. You can do your standard. If you're confident, go into your figure 8 wrist rolls while doing this. And grab it. Or you can just add standard figure 8s to it, which is just this.
Oh, I did it.
Yeah. There's also this that I've been working on, which is kind of making a trap roll on your knee. I can only get it off into kind of like it's almost like a UFO aerial. So as I bring this on, I'm going to knee up in the air at the same time, and that's going to cause it to hop up into the air, like almost like that.
Yeah, that's also pretty nice.
So to get it to kind of roll on your leg, what you're doing, if I kind of simulate with the bed, because the bed's there, I'm going to bring this around like this. So you kind of want to have this sort of clearance here as it comes around. And then what's going to happen, it's going to roll on top of your kneecap and then it's going to start rotating. Yeah? So here. It's a very cool move. I like it.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that too. I've been trying on to do some foot and knee things as well, but they are very difficult because there is a way to just roll it on your foot also.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could see that.
Yeah.
But it's like the same wrist roll on your foot.
Yeah. So I do a little bit similar to that. The only difference is I use it, my leg is more a sliding thing. So I'll kind of pop this underneath and I'll straighten my leg, but then I'll kick up in the air and that will cause it to go into an aerial. So you kind of come from the outside, plop it on, straighten your leg, it will roll down, then kick in the air.
Yeah.
That's a cool foot one. Another one, I'll try and put you down a little bit so you can see. So I come in here, over the trousers, whoosh, there.
Yeah.
So it's very much like the pinwheel, but it comes from here. The only difference is I'm passing it under here, under this thing here.
Yeah.
So it's a neat little variation where you could use your feet as well.
Yes. Yeah, that's also nice. Yeah, you can do a lot of things with your feet.
As I say, it's a shame it's not conventionally done, you know what I mean? Like when you think of freestyle, it's more locked up here. So like all your techniques are coming from here. You never rarely go down here. You know, which is pretty, it's a shame. Like I was watching what's his name do this move? I can't even remember his name now. He's teaching on Ken Hill's channel at the moment. As you come catching his pass. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it. I was thinking about the name. How was it?
So you don't lift up your leg, I'll lower you down a little bit more so you can see. Excuse like on the juices and stuff like that. So I'm literally I want to aim to stall here, but at the same time as you aim to stall, you throw it and it'll cause it to aim in the air. But you can catch it into a back pass from there. So between the legs.
I like that.
Yeah. Also, going with more contact moves. You can make them roll on your elbows. That's a little bit more difficult though.
I tried it a few times, but yeah, it's difficult.
It's probably best of all first time learning with a staff, because getting them to roll from a staff is a lot easier than it is with your chucks. But evidently, all you're doing, it's all in your arm positioning. So say if you go here, turn your thumb in, and then we're here, raise the arm up a little bit. Now this one's ready to roll, but at the same time as you bring this underneath, look, you've kind of got to have this locked here, and then you kind of bring it over, and it'll roll on your arms like that. I say I can't always catch it because it's not something that I drill, but as I say, it's a really cool move. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. But yeah, it's difficult. There's so many things to drill. Oh, and also every time that I drop my nunchuck, normally I just pick it up with my foot.
What, your toes?
Yeah, with my toes.
Yeah, I do as well. I like doing that, but like I kind of like flick it back, so like you got it with your toes and you kind of kick up like almost like a mule kick, and then you can catch it in front. I don't know, my socks are rubbish for doing this.
Oh yes, I like
There we
that.
are, like that.
Yes, that is very nice. I haven't tried that, but I will try that more.
Yeah, it's as I say, it's a neat thing to use your toes. It's a shame you can't really use it in performance based, you know, because you've got to have shoes on.
Oh no, when I perform, I usually have bare feet also, but I don't really perform for money. I just do it for fun.
Yeah. What are you up to today then? You got anything planned?
I have to go to meet some friend to prepare some camping stuff. But
Mhm.
besides that, I don't have anything planned. No, I will probably just practice the Nunchaku.
Yeah, it's the best way to be. I love practicing, man. It keeps the brain fresh.
Yeah. Now I am trying to do some some attacks too. So I was hanging a tennis ball, and now I'm trying to hit the tennis ball, and when it's moving, I try to hit it again.
So I like for striking, let's say I kind of like WNA passes and the way they pass the chucks around their body. You know what I mean? Like the passes are really cool because obviously you can bring lots of strikes. I'll just show you one quickly. So do you know how you've got you move your hand over here, so you from the back.
Yeah.
Now, what I want you to do is, do you know how you would kind of go over this shoulder to pass it? All right, now stop, bring it over round the other shoulder and over the neck. Yeah.
I haven't practiced that one.
This is a WNA pass that really, it is used in the sport, but it's not really used in flow ups, which is it's a shame because it's quite an awesome contact, a combat strike. Because as you come here, straight up at the chin, you see? So as you come here, turn your body in, whoosh.
Yeah, exactly. It's an unexpected, again, strike where it will come from.
I mean,
Because
have you got this? You can teach you this one. I can show you the WNA version of that, which looks like this. So, like, you kind of go in, one, throw it over, catch. Yeah, and then catch. That's Ken's variation. Now, the difference between Ken's and the WNA version is you don't push it forward and you don't add rotation. It's literally let it drop and pass. Let it fall and pass. You see, and with this motion here, look, it can follow in with all of these passes. You see, so this is a neat little center line, which you can bring into your standard over the shoulder pass. As I say, they're very technical though. You know, the martial arts stuff is very technical and yeah, but they are pretty much fundamental. Have you tried your anti-spin thumb rolls? And they look like that.
I've tried it, yes. Let me think. Let me think how it goes.
Do you want me to break it down?
It's like that. You go
Almost.
with the clock and then to the other side. Yes.
The basics of it really is, do you know how you just go for this standard one? Yeah, you just whoosh. Yeah. Well, the only difference between that is when you get halfway over the stick, what you're going to do is you're going to bring your finger over here, and that's going to cause it to change the rotation to change direction around your finger. You'll feel it.
Yeah.
You'll feel that change of direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. That's your anti-spin thumb roll. But also you've got these. Oh, hang on. Change the rope. You've also got this one here, which kind of like this one here is kind of like in horizontal plane, and then this one here is in wheel plane. It goes around the thumb.
You're doing a thumb roll. I have practiced that.
It's like an anti-spin. The only difference is you've got to keep your thumb like this as you're bringing it over. If you move your thumb either like this or downwards, it's going to fall off. So you kind of need to keep your thumb straight. You start over here. It's here. I'm bringing it around.
That's a difficult. Yeah.
They're cool, like there's so many techniques out there. I mean, you just take a look at my channel. I've got over 160 techniques.
Yeah, I know.
Most of them are different. You look at Ken. What is he? He's in his 1,000 videos now. You got loads and loads of people which are putting out content, but like it's all sporadic. You know what I mean? It's everywhere. It's not all in one place, you know. So if you wanted to look for contact moves and you weren't really in the flow community, where'd you go? You don't really know, do you? So that's why I think most people don't really pick them up. It's because everything is sporadic. Everything's not where you want it personally.
Yeah, but Ken Hill and me and some other people, we were working on some kind of app where everything would be organized very well together. I don't know if you have seen the Flowtricks app.
That would be sick, you know what I mean? Because like getting even if it was just an app on like your Flow Market, you know what I mean? Not your Flow Market, your Google Play Store. Like an app in there just to maybe link all these channels together would be really good, you know, because it like what moves I do, I change them when I learn them, you know what I mean? So like with your finger roll here, you know, you put it in horizontal and you move it over here into anti-spin. I mean, I don't actually think people have gone much into, like they have in poi with your anti-spins, but they haven't really gone into much into anti-spins to say with chucks, because you've got so many hybrids out there as well with poi, you know, the poi tech. So many hybrid moves, you know, that kind of look really clunky, but they're really weird. You know what I mean? That yeah, people can't do with chucks. It's like that isolation that you kind of do this, and the poi is kind of following the hand, and it kind of looks like a permanent isolation. But you can't really do that with chucks because they're bent. But I think you can. I think it'll make a square when you are kind of isolating it with two.
Yeah. I tried it a few times, but yeah, I don't think it would be possible.
I think it could be possible, but it needs a lot of practice hours.
Yeah, exactly. I was also working on this area. To throw it from here.
This one. That one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you tried this one? So instead of bringing it round the back and letting it fall here, have you tried catching it up above? Yeah, it's very similar to that. The only difference is not the drop.
I don't know if you can see it, but there is also this one. I'll try to make it go like that. I also like this one, but it's also different.
Is it like this? Like here. So you kind of doing this over the shoulder here, aerial.
No, it's like when your back is turned to the audience and you're making a spin here on the left top, you throw it to your right bottom hand.
Ah, yeah, that kind of makes a rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Trying to think of some techniques that I've been learning. Have you got any poi? Do you work with poi?
I have no idea where my poi are. I think they are at somebody else's place. But yeah, I have some poi normally, yeah. I like to play with those too. But
How's
no,
your store tracer going on?
it's not going good yet. But wait, let's try it again. Stall. Stall. No, it's not going good yet.
You're doing two standard grips like this. Remember? The one needs to be here.
Yeah.
Oh well, one, and then when they cross the top, look, you want to bring these in together like this.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, see? And then that one that's at the back here. So here, you're gonna bring it up like this, yeah? And then you're gonna bring this in, connect them over, and then this one that's at the back, you can install. It's always the one that's at the back here. Actually, no, on your left side, it's at the front. And then on your right, it's at the back, the stick that you separate. Oh yeah. Gotta love lemon lime water, bro.
Oh, have you ever tried this one? Let me see, how did I get into it? It's when you twist the chain, that it's twisted, and then you can make like a horizontal.
Have you tried this? So, hang on. Wasn't that one? Oh yeah, right. So, do you know how you do your butterfly here?
I was pulling out my
That's
headset.
fine. And what you can do here is you can turn your hands out, and you can kind of get these two sticks that are flopping here to land on top of your hand. Like this. So as you come in, and kind of like that. Yeah. From there, the stick that's in your dominant hand, you're going to throw that up, and you're going to catch it down here. Yeah. And then the other stick you're going to cross, and that will equal a cross here. Do you see?
Oh,
And
yeah.
then what we can do is we can drop them, and then we can go into that kind of spiral motion where it kind of, yes. See?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't actually stop them. They like this. You know, they might actually go kind of like where they're kind of threading the needle. But I've never actually seen this done here where they actually stop it, and then you kind of reverse it, and then you moonwave, and it spins, and you can grab it off.
Yeah.
So you're here. Yeah. So it's a very windy move, but when you get it, so if you try and think of it like this, you go to do one butterfly, right? The hand, the stick that's on top in your dominant hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your right hand, you're just going to throw it over and you're going to catch down below. So if you kind of notice this stick that's on top, I can throw that over and I'll be able to catch it with this hand. And then we're here. Now the stick that's right on the top that is crossed, you see it? I've got two different color ropes here. Do you see the white color?
Yeah.
See how that's on top?
Yeah.
We're going to let the stick that's at the front and then the stick that's at the back go, and that will cause this moon wave.
Yeah.
Like this.
Wait. Let me get there.
So remember, we're on the same side. So if I'm doing this side, you're going to be doing this side. Yeah. So this one over here, yeah, the one that's on the top, you're going to let it go and you're going to have your hand open, ready to catch it. So this side over here, yes. And then this one that's on the top here, yeah. Throw that over and catch it. This over here, this side, over here. Yeah. And now what we're going to do, see how like the thin wire now, the black wire is on top. We're just going to drop it, and that's going to cause this. Yeah. So you want to drop it once and catch it.
Drop it once and catch it, so it would be like that.
Yeah. And then the stick that's on the bottom, you're going to bring this over here, and then you're going to let the sticks that are on the bottom go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you can catch it again.
But that's very much like your carnival wheel sort of stuff you can do. Do you know the carnival twist that Ken does? So carnival twist. Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
It's very much the same. You can do exactly the same exit with the carnival twist as you can with this. You see, look at the exit. See how they spin there, and then what's the other exit? This one. So the exit is exactly the same here. Yeah. So you can put that the way I ended that, where it's kind of one spinning around a rope here like that. Yeah, you can put that in with a lot of moves, and it does look pretty cool. It's almost like what's that move where orbitals? You know, poi orbitals.
Yeah.
Pretty much like that. But what you can do is once you're comfortable with this, okay, you can bring it around your neck and then over here. And then all you need to do technically is pull and they're over. So there's multiple ways to do this, but it's a cool little motion, that exit, as you bring this down and then you kind of fling them around here. There.
Yeah, that's very nice. But there are many ways to get tangled in this rope, so it's also very confusing. But I like it.
See, I find it very essential because say if you're mid-flow and you're like, where do I go now? I've got this tangled. Oh, how can it's a handy way to get out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Just play with it. As long as it's the same nunchuck that's in the middle, twisting around it, it will get untangled. Yes.
So like, let's show you one or two more things. So do you know here how one you're in a you're in like a standard grip here when you wrist roll, and here how you're in a reverse grip. Well, don't see this as a stick. See it as a finger extension. So here we can throw this around, yeah. So what we can do is we can go here and then throw it around here. So this is almost like an extension of the finger, do you see? So you can get from here from any wrist roll. So I've just done a wrist roll. So we've got this one like kind of flopping down. We'll try and throw it around the one flopping down. So kind of like here and whoosh. Arms are getting in the way a little bit, but the easiest one is at the top. So when you wrist roll and you wrist roll here and you're in this reverse grip, just throw this stick around, stick this in a reverse grip. So you should be able to move this, maybe to pass on your neck as well. But that will involve a lot of technical motions. Yeah.
And you would maybe also be able to spin it like this, and then Get it up there.
Yeah. As I say, it's almost like you're connecting the two chucks together, which always look cool. It's like this. You're connecting the chucks. It's like that X pattern. You know what I mean? That you're moving on. You can go from the X look into this shoulder bounce. And look, we're into a 3-section staff. So you go in from that X, you throw in this one, the one that I'm letting flop down, just throw it over here. And I've already got my section staff. I mean, I've been working quite a bit with that because like you pointed that out last time. So like kind of like here. Yeah, the one that's in your non-dominant hand, and the top you can throw over.
And now we're here. Yeah, nice. Many ways to get there. And to get out. Here, I can do that. Yeah, nice. Steer also. Yeah, that's
right. Adding wrist rolls to your 3 beats, like front. Oh, no, sorry, the one that goes like this, over, like kind of goes here over the top and catch it. So if you take that motion and add it with your weaves, yeah. So whoosh, it's always this move here. As it comes underneath, you know, you got this, the back to back, it's the front to front. You're doing is front to front, you're weaving over and then continuing with that weave, front to front, weave. So here, here, here. So all this stuff is very new to me. So I'm bound to drop it.
Yeah, that's also.
See the weave that's going over the top. Look. So kind of, if you have your stick flop in here, just pretend you've done that weave, okay? And you're doing this front to front, and you're bringing it over the top.
Front.
And then you're switching the one that's on the bottom to the top over here. So it was on the bottom, and I'm bringing it over here. And now what I'm going to do front to front over and cross over here, and then do exactly the same. So it's like it's wrist roll. 3 beat.
It reminds me of the snakes, but it's without the wrist rolls. But it's like this. You could also do the front to front wrist roll in
there. Yeah, if I would imagine if you're doing your say your reverse weave, you should be able to do back to backs in with it. So if you kind of go into a reverse weave, and you kind of, yeah, it's a very, very neat way of performing your 3 beat.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. But it's very difficult, of course. Let me see that everything's good. My battery is almost dying. Plug it in fast. But yeah, many things to work on again. Good thing you're recording this because I don't think I could remember it all.
Yeah. As you say, I'll stick on YouTube. I'll probably post this actually public on Monday, but I'll give you the link so you've got something to learn by, innit?
Yeah, I'm also thinking of creating some tutorials,
Mm-hmm.
and I think because many people already explain things very well, like you and Nathan, I will just make like a big tutorial of something, and I will tag you in specific parts, so that we can link people also to your channel, and maybe we can build like an app that everything is connected better.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not really that, like I can do like my basic coding and stuff like that. But when it comes to technology, yeah, I can work smartphones, but I don't really know in-depth side of it. You know what I mean? I can reset a computer. I can do all that stuff. I can do my coding. And I can work that way. I mean, that's a code up there. That's in the fast LED, huh? Up above here. That's in the fast LED library. That's called the demo reel. To the side, there's your fire effects. All of these, this fire effect over here, yeah. I had to edit the code. I edited it and I put over, I think it was about 150 lines in it. But what they were the settings that enable you to change the color of the fire.
Oh wait, I can show you the app. But yeah, those are nice. Me and my friends are also doing some programming and coding with LEDs. So, where are you? Ah, here you are. See if I can. Oh, I can share my screen. Can you enable that?
I don't know. I'm really new to this.
I will show you with my camera. Let's see. Oh no, my battery. Where is it?
No.
Wait, it's plugged in. It's working. Okay, here we are. So, see, this is you.
I like that picture.
I don't know, can you see the app? Because now I can see. But here there are all the moves. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I used to be Ken's patron and say I needed a little bit more cash flow, like, so I kind of stopped. I couldn't get that to work on my PC.
Oh, okay. But it's very nice. You can here select the prop and the difficulty, and then you can add some things like anti-spin, bounce, sketch, contact, digits. And we were going through a lot of footage. And now we had that organized, but the project is down for quite a while now. So I think if we could add videos from YouTube and videos from me and videos from other people, then we would have a very big place where everything is together. Why am I upside down?
You're upside down.
Yes, I see.
Spider-Man on the ceiling. Yeah, so should we call this a day, and should we do this again next weekend?
Yeah, for sure. I think we've gone through enough.
Yeah, as you say, I've got some stuff to work on here. I've got to try and be able to get that weave behind the head. I'll try and get that done by next week. I don't know whether I'll be able to, but I'll give it a go.
Yeah, I can see if I can find a tutorial or something of somebody that explains it better.
Yeah.
To you. So yeah, that should work.
Awesome. Yeah, so if you can find that, I'll definitely try and give it a go. Otherwise, I'll just try and feel it, feel my way through it, like. Yeah. But yeah, call this a day. What I'm going to say is I'm just going to say my usual stuff. Remember to subscribe if you find this useful in any way. Drop us a like, drop us a comment, share this on social media. Get me out there because I need views. I'm still new. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you again soon. And bear me a minute and stop recording.
See you guys.
Oh, that's the wrong one. How do I stop recording? Oh, there we go.